Good morning, dear students. Today we will start the next topic of chapter friction, factors affecting friction. We will discuss about the factors which affect the friction. The first factor is the force with which the two surfaces are pressed together. And second is the nature of the surfaces, whether the surface is smooth or rough. Now first we will discuss the first factor, the force with which the two surfaces are pressed together. If you remember in the example, the girl moving a heavy box was not able to move the box easily. However, if the box was empty or light in weight or smaller in size, she can move the box easily. It means that an object exerts downward force on the ground or floor due to its weight, and this results in the friction between the object and the ground on which it is moving. Heavy object presses hard upon the surfaces and results in greater downward force due to its weight. The two surfaces come close to each other. This increases the friction between the object and the surface, and therefore to move the heavy object more force is required. And the less heavy object, it exerts lesser downward force due to its less weight, and this decreases the friction between the object and the surface, and so to move the less heavy object, less force is required. Now the second factor is the nature of the surface, smooth or rough. As you know that the force of friction between the object and the surface on which it is moving is less when the surface is smooth, and in the rough surfaces the motion is slow due to higher friction. In the smooth surface there is less friction, so it is easy to move the object on the smooth surface, while in the rough surface, as the friction is more, so the object motion is slow due to higher friction. Now the next is harmful effects of friction. What are the harmful effects of friction? First is friction causes wear and tear of moving machine parts. Second, friction results in wearing out of the rubbing surfaces. Due to this, the soles of our shoes and the tires of the vehicles, they wear out due to regular use. Third is friction results in higher consumption of energy. Friction, it results in higher consumption of energy. Due to friction, the speed of the body which is in motion, it reduces. And in the vehicles, some additional force has to be applied regularly to maintain the motion and the speed of the body or the speed of the vehicle. And this results in overconsumption of energy, overconsumption of fuel. Now, we will discuss about the advantages of friction. What are the advantages of friction? The first is nails and the screws hold the wooden boards or the wall together due to friction. Due to friction, the nails and the screws, they hold strongly in the wooden board or the wall. Second is we are able to walk on the road due to friction between the ground or the road and the soles of our shoes. If there will be no friction, we may slip, we may fall. Third is the friction between the road and the surface of the tire permits safe driving. It means that if there were no friction, it will not be possible to stop the moving vehicle. Next is we are able to write on the paper because of the friction between the pen, pencil and the paper. So this is why it is difficult to write on the waxed paper or the glazed paper. And the next is the application of brakes to stop the cycle, scooter or car etc. is possible only due to friction between the brake lining and the rim of the wheel. So these are the advantages of friction. I hope you have understood the topic. Read these topics again from your book. Thank you.